Hi, we are Kim and Erran G, and we are here to take over the Empowered Traveler Show.
And don't forget Miss Mimi LaRue, the one and only.
Yes.
This is our beautiful travel pug.
She's our mascot.
She's like the master behind the scenes. Like
the puppet master.
Yeah, pretty much. She runs the show. So she'll be with us too. We are super excited to be on the show and to talk with you guys today. So obviously I'm Kim, I'm a stenographer. I've been a stenographer for 10 years now, which is kind of crazy.
It is. And my name is Erran, and I do interventional radiology. And I say that slowly because people are like, what?
No clue.
It's really crazy. But and I've been doing it for 11 years. And we have been traveling together as a married travel powerhouse couple for 5+ years. So combined experience of 11 years of traveling.
Crazy. We started traveling in 2012 and it's changed our life in the most beautiful, powerful, incredible way that we could never have imagined. And so what we want to talk with you about is traveling as an external adventure, obviously, because we get to go to all these incredible places, but also an internal adventure, an internal journey, and kind of talk about the mindset of a traveler a little bit.
Absolutely. That is our jam.
That is our jam. We are all about the mindset because you can have all the practical stuff and you can know all the practical stuff, and that is so important to know and understand. But when you can couple the practical stuff with having a really solid foundation and having a good mindset, you are setting yourself up to win. You're setting yourself up for a successful experience. And so that's what we love chatting about.
Absolutely.
So let's dive in,
Let's do it.
shall we?
Yeah, you want to start it? Go.
So obviously we know that travel is this incredible external experience, right? You get to move around from place to place and go to all these cool cities and all these cool places. We're living in San Diego right now in the middle of winter where it's freezing everywhere else. It's 75 and sunny here.
Gorgeous.
Incredible, right? Like we've been to the coolest places. But the biggest surprise, I think, is that it has been the most incredible internal journey of growth that I never realized. I never thought possible. I didn't sign up for that.
No,
you know?
And I think, traveling checks off what we face as traveling healthcare professionals. It checks all the boxes of everybody else's, just everybody's kind of like insecurities and things that come into light for us as travelers, moving all the time, stepping out of that comfort zone of, your little hometown or where you're from, where you know everybody. You leave that behind to start. I mean, that's crazy. That's where you start. Then you're jumping into new facilities and you're having to relearn and learn and then relearn and learn and relearn. And it's just this everything that comes about that with, having years of experience and having to just be the new kid on the block. It just messes with people's, people that, I'm not doing that. But us as travelers, we run headfirst into that.
Yeah, totally. And you are constantly stepping out of your comfort zone as a traveler. Everything you do is stretching you and challenging you and pushing you. And it's a beautiful way if you allow it to be, to grow, to become more confident, to get to know yourself better, to test your limits, and to show up and to see what you're really capable of. We don't give ourselves enough credit. And there are things that I have done as a traveler that I'm like, damn man, I never thought I would be capable of doing this. And I've showed up and it has made me so much more confident. Like I'm not even the same person I was 5 years ago. And that's the beauty of stepping out of your comfort zone. There's that quote that says life begins at the end of your comfort zone, and it's like, it's kind of cheesy and you hear it all the time, but it's so true. Like as soon as you say yes and you step out and you go for it, you're putting yourself out there, you're being vulnerable, you're meeting new people, you're learning new things, you're just totally stepping out in a new environment, a new way of living, and that allows you to expand so much as a person.
Well, not only that, you're also looking at all the obstacles that we run into on a daily basis, monthly basis, yearly basis as travelers. And you know, a lot of people can turn and look at those as just like, man, this sucks. This is awful. Like, I hate this. Like, I work in this bad contract and it sucks. And all these people are just awful to work with. And I just want to get out of here. And one, there's a convenience. Yeah, you know what? It's short term. You can handle anything. But then it's about like the person that I was before I left for this travel is not the person that's sitting on this couch talking to you. Not only am I my professional growth, but just emotionally, spiritually, just as a person, you know, thinking that this will be great because in short-term contracts, I can just run from all the problems that I have, right? And when you start to realize that those those issues are going to keep reoccurring until you solve the internal battle that is going on, we get presented with that all the time. And so you have the choice to turn that mind frame around to say, what can I learn from all of these lessons? When I run into an obstacle, what am I here to learn? How am I here to grow? And we get so many of those opportunities that you can either choose to just be like, it's everybody else's problem. They're the ones that are causing my issues. Or take a step back and just be like, what can I learn from this? And how can I come out of this as a better person, as a better professional? Period.
Totally. Yeah. No, that's so beautifully said. And one of our beautiful teachers, Gabby Bernstein, says, obstacles are detours in the right direction. And I think if we can really get behind that and open ourselves up to seeing things differently and changing our perception about the way that we look and focus on obstacles or challenges, right? Or difficult people or difficult contracts or just feeling uncomfortable, right? If we can look at it differently and say, okay, like, how can I learn from this, grow from this, be better, challenge myself, push myself, and just better myself, right? And instead of looking at it as a challenge, looking at it as an opportunity to be better.
Yeah.
And that's a really beautiful way to go about it. And everything is an opportunity to learn. And like Erran said, like, until you deal with the issues, traveling will push your buttons and it will bring stuff to the surface, like whether it's your insecurities or your anger or your impatience or your fears or your, you know, lack of self-confidence, whatever that is, you are going to be triggered. It is going to come to the surface. You're going to be tested. You're going to be challenged. And don't use that as we're not trying to scare you in any kind of a way, but it's like it will come to the surface and it's an opportunity to be like, wow, I need to work on this, and it will keep showing up. It will be a different face, different contract, but the same situations will keep coming up every single time as an opportunity, as the universe's way of saying, hey, I'm still here. Here's another opportunity to heal this and work on this and to grow from this and be better. And we've seen that in our own experience time and time again. The same stuff keeps happening until we're like, whoa, let me take a step back. What's happening? How can I work on this? And it's been like a really, really, really beautiful, powerful, incredible journey. And do you have anything else to say?
Honestly, we as travelers get the gift of going around to different facilities and learning so much in our professional careers. We get to see how some of the best and worst sometimes facilities handle, like, you know, how their flow is, how they do things. And so that is just one of the biggest gifts, is to be able to go in there, an open book, an open sponge, and just absorb all that. And in the flip side, like we've been talking about in this video, we get that other blessing to just be able to learn and grow and look in hindsight of all the things that we've experienced and how far we've come and things that have been tough, and then how we came out on the other side and used it. And I always say, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, and also every contract is an opportunity to choose again, to start again, to hit the refresh button and be like, wow, this triggered me on this contract. I really want to work on this. I want to get better at this, and I'm going to bring this into the new contract, and I'm really going to work on it and try to bring my best self into this situation. So every contract is an opportunity to like start over. How many opportunities, like how cool is that? How many jobs give you that opportunity to be like, okay, I've learned this from this, I'm going to take this into the next one, I'm going to do better next time.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is so cool.
Absolutely.
And I think the last thing I want to say also is, as being a traveler, I know for myself, I have so much more extra time, so much more personal time than when I did when I was working full time, because I worked a lot more hours and took a lot more call. And so utilizing that free time to actually do the things that bring me the most joy, that allow me to explore their passions and to do things that excite me and that light me up and that bring me joy, and to also have space to do self-development work and to do the things that make you better, make you stronger, and bring out your best self and just elevate your entire experience. And that's a beautiful, beautiful gift that traveling allows us as well. So
Gonna end it there.
that's a wrap, my friends.
Absolutely.
This was so much fun.
We were so happy to take over the Empowered Travelers show.
Thank you, Laura,
Yes.
for asking us. This is awesome.
It is.
And
So
we hope that you guys took something away from this. Again, we are Kim and Erran G, and you can find us in our Facebook group,
Yep.
Travel Life Freedom and Scrubs, and
Mimi LaRue.
Mimi LaRue.
We'll send you out.
We'll send you out with the pug. See you later.
Bye.